Hello friends, welcome to my Lochan channel. So friends, here is my video rule of law. More than 200 years ago, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, John Jay published a series of essays promoting the ratification of the United States Constitution, now known as Federalist Papers, in explaining the need for an expanded judiciary. Alexander Hamilton noted is the Federalist 78 that the federal courts were designed to be an intermediate body between the people and their legislator in order to ensure that the people representatives acts only within the authority given to Congress under the Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is the nation's fundamental law. If it codifies the core value of the people, courts have responsibility to interpret the Constitution's meanings as well as the meaning of any laws passed by Congress. The Federalist 78 states further that if any laws passed by Congress conflicts with the the Constitution ought to be prefixed to the statute the intention of the people to the intention of their agents, nor does this constitution by any means suppose as superiority of the judicial to the legislative power. It only supposes that the power of the people is superior to both, and that where will of the legislature declared in its statutes stand in opposition to that of the people declared in the Constitution. The judge ought to be governed by the latter rather than the former. They bow to regulate their discussion by the fundamental laws rather than by those which are not fundamental. The American democratic system is not always based upon simple majority rule. There are certain principles that are so important to the nation that the majority has agreed not to interfere in this area. For instance, the Bill of Rights was passed by concepts such as freedom of religion, speech, equal treatment, and due process of law were deemed so important that bearing a constitutional amendment, not even a majority should be allowed to change them. Rule of law is a principle under which all persons, institutions, and institutes are accountable to laws that are publicly. Number one, publicly promulgated. Number two, equally enforced. Number three, independently adjudged. Number four, and consistent with international human rights principles. The courts plays an integral role in maintaining the rule of particularity. When they heard the grievances voiced by minority group by those who may hold minority opinions. Equality before the law is such an essential part of the American system of government that when a majority other acting intentionally or unintentionally infringes upon the rights of minority, the court may see fit to hear both sides of the court controversy in court. Disclaimer: these resources are created by the Administrative Office of the U.S. Court for educational purpose only. They may not reflect it, but the current state of the law and are not intended to provide legal advice, guidance on legislation, or commentary on any pending cases or legislation. Activity download research rule of law explains and participate in the judicial process role of law exercise religious practices. So friends, here is my video. Please subscribe my Luchan channel. Allah Hafiz.